I remember sitting in my second grade class and looking out the window one day, and I saw all of my friends lining up to go on a jump rope for heart demonstration at another school. And so I remember looking at them and saying, that looks like a lot more fun than what I'm doing, which is sitting here in class, right? Found out that they were going to jump rope and found out quickly how I could try out for the jump rope team. And so I went to my first competition that year. I was not very good at all yet, but we got hooked, and I really just fell in love with it from there. And started at the regional level and then progressed up to the national level and then the world level as well. And so I've won national championships, and I have 6 world championships as well across different events. Through all of that competitive success, it's really shaped who I am as a person and shaped my work ethic and things like that. And all of those aspects together, just like I said, it kind of hooked me. It made me fall in love with the sport. And at this point now, it's been 26 years and I haven't looked back. So I've had lots of challenges through the jump rope journey, as really most athletes have, right? So I remember one time I fell from a very high stunt that we were doing, and I broke one wrist and sprained the other at the same time. So, I'm walking around in a cast like this for several weeks. A few years later, I developed plantar fasciitis, which if anyone has ever had plantar fasciitis, you know that it hurts so bad. It's the most painful overuse injury that I've ever had. And so I remember it getting worse and worse. We were going to a halftime show for, I think it was the Hornets. And I remember warming up and I had to do a backflip in the show. And I remember praying about it and being like, God, I don't know if I can do it. And he was like, just do it. This will be your last backflip for a while. And I was like, well, that's weird, but I'll go do it. And sure enough, on the takeoff, it snapped. And that took me out of competition, out of performing, out of practicing for a long time. And so just kind of mentally, that was really a difficult hurdle to get through. Those injuries yes, they've been very, very, very challenging, both physically and mentally, but also you learn so many lessons through going through things like that, right? And then coming back on the other side, you learn how resilient you are, you learn how cool the body is to be able to heal itself. And so, yeah, definitely those have been challenges, but they have been blessings kind of behind the challenge. One of my most memorable moments in the sport of jump rope was in 2018 when I won my single rope freestyle at the World Championships. Single rope freestyle was my favorite, right? That's my favorite event from the time I was 7 till the time I stopped competing. And I had just never been able to pull off a win at Worlds in my favorite event. And so that was my last year competing, and it finally happened. I won. And so it was just such a cool moment to nail the routine and then come off and have your teammates there supporting you. My mom was there, she was my coach. It was just such a cool, memorable experience, and just all the hard work from the past 20 years had built up to that moment. Growing up in the sport of jump rope, I don't know, my friends loved it, right? But I loved it more. And I always knew that I never wanted to leave jump rope, right? So I was getting my PhD at the time when we started Learnin the Ropes. Nick had this idea. He was like, yeah, we should probably just go and teach a recreation class one day. And I was like, well, yeah, sure, that sounds awesome. From there, it kind of snowballed, right? We taught at one recreation center, and then that turned into 3, and then that turned into 12. And so that's really how our business was born. And it was born out of this desire to stay involved with the sport and to also just share the benefits of jump rope that we had experienced with the community around us. And really not just our immediate community, but our jump rope community. So every child, every adult that we can impact through our sport, they become like a community and like family to us. And I always pray, God, let me show your love through jump rope, some way, somehow. And I think he has allowed us to do that through Learnin the Ropes, impacting the community through classes, through shows, through workshops, through mini competitions, right? It's all just a great avenue to be able to extend that hand of love, right? And to hopefully be able to leave an impact wherever we go. So I work with Learnin the Ropes, but I'm also a professor, and so I teach exercise science. And so for the past several years, I've been kind of splitting those roles and trying really hard to kind of mesh the skills that I've developed as a professor with Learnin the Ropes. And so I've been able to help write a lot of our programming and kind of instill some of the educational principles that I use at the university and use those in writing our programs and then teaching PE teachers how to teach our sport. You see that moment when the kids' faces light up when they get a new skill, or when, you know, they thought, oh, I couldn't do that and now I can. And they start to see, hey, the hard work that I put in and the effort that I put in produced this really cool thing. And so seeing that in itself is so rewarding. And so now my next job and my next mission is to make it to where no matter where you are, no matter what city you're in, you have a jump rope class that is available and accessible to you. All you need is time, space, and a rope, and you can do absolutely amazing things for your health, right? For your mind. It's great for physical benefits, it's great for cognitive benefits, mental benefits, social benefits. So jump rope is an amazing tool. Take advantage of it, use it, and get jumping. Look at that, how cheesy. Oh. Yikes. It just came out, guys, I'm sorry.
That's great, cool.
Cool.